Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter geometric measurement. Data and graph it is, not geometric measurement. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I'm on grade 8 math. Chapter we're on right now is data and graphs. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is interpret tables. Okay, let's just start with the first example. In considering whether to open a new branch, the city council examined the number of times some typical residents went to the library last month. How many people are all there? So we need to calculate the total who visited the library, right? We are given the table that has two columns, the number of trips and the frequency, right? So we need to add the frequency to calculate how many people are there in all. We have to do 9 plus 5 plus 2 plus 14. 9 plus 5 is 14, 14 plus 14 is 28, and 28 plus 2 is 30. So that 30 people in all. The correct option is 30. Option number. Now we are on the tutorial. Let's just start with the test questions. A grocery store chain tracked the number of trips people made to the store last week. How many people went to the grocery store exactly 5 times last week? So we need to calculate how many people visited the grocery store 5 times. So the frequency is 14. That means 14 people visited the store 5 times. The correct option is 14. A theme park developer recorded the number of people who visited the local market last summer. How many people are there in all? So you need to calculate the total people. So we need to add all the values in the column frequency: 20, 22, 26, and 127. So there are 27 people in all. The correct option is option number 1. The killer skating ring counted the number of times people went in ice skating last winter to see what types of discount passes it should offer this season. How many people went ice skating exactly twice last winter? Like how many people visited 2 times? Two times, that is 20. Option number 2 correct option, 20. The student in Mixie's class recorded the number of siblings that each has. How many students have more than two? So how, more than two siblings. So more than two means add the values frequency right in front of 3, 4, and 5. So that is 19 plus 15 is 34. Option number 1 is the correct option. For a study on numerical psychology, paper was polled about which number between 1 and 5 they like most and why. Which number between 1 and 5 they like most and why? Like the one. Which number was said the fewest time? Five is said the fewest time because it said 0 times, right? No one said the 5. So the correct option is 5. A game show viewers monitors how often a wheel numbered 1 through 5 stops at each number. What number was spun the most times? So which number has the most frequency? That is 5. That means 5 is spun most times. The correct option is 5. The correct option is 5. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move. The next lesson is interpret bar graphs. Interpret bar graphs. A farmer recalled how many watermelons were harvested in the past 4 days. On which day were the most watermelons harvested? So here is the bar graphs given. So we need to find in on which day were the most watermelons harvested. So on Wednesday it is 50, on Thursday it is 50, on Friday it is 60, and on Saturday it is 90. So on Saturday, and 90 of the watermelons were harvested. So the on Saturday, the most watermelons were harvested. Let's just start with the test questions. Megan went on a vacation amusement park and counted how many rides she went on each day. How many more rides did Megan ride on Wednesday than on Thursday? So on Wednesday, he ride he did 40 rides, and on Thursday he did 20 rides. So how much more he did on Wednesday than on Thursday? That is 40 minus 20. 40 minus 20 equals 20. So the correct option is 20. 20 rides. Okay, the next one is a curious student at a curious student at Lakewood High compared the amount of homework recently assigned by his teacher. On Tuesday, how much more homework did Miss White assign than Miss Guttries on Tuesday? So, the green color represents the Tuesday. Here is Miss Guttries and here is Miss White. So, Miss Guttries did 70 number of minutes and Miss White did 90 minutes, right? The question is how much more homework did White assign this than Miss Guttries? So you have to do 90 minus 60, right? That means 30 more minutes she assigned than Miss Guttries. The correct option is 30. The correct option is 30, option 20. Wait, it is 70. On the Tuesday, Miss Curtis have 7 work, gave 70 minutes homework, and Miss White gave 90 minutes. So 90 minus 7 is 20. So the correct option is 20. Option number 1 is the correct option. Oh, okay, the next one is Olivia graph 4 days. How much warmer is Tuesday than on Thursday? So on Tuesday, it is 15 degrees C, and on Thursday, it is 10 degrees C. So 15 minus 10 equals 5. So the correct option is 5 degrees. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. Bar graph. Let's just start with the next lesson. Create bar graphs. At soccer practice, the on Wednesday, 6 goals on Thursday, 1 goal on Friday, and 1 goal on Saturday. Use this data to complete the bar graph below. Click to set the height of the missing bar. On Wednesday, here is 8. 6 goals on Thursday, here is 6. Then on Friday, 1 goal, and then on Saturday, 1 goal. But given the complete graph there actually. Okay, let's just start with the test. Let's see. Summerfield Elementary School polled its students about their favorite vegetables in order to decide which ones to plant in the new school garden. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. So, here is the table of values for their favorite vegetable. Click to set the height of the missing bar graph. We need to see which one is the. For celery, it is 10 elementary students and 80 elementary students. Lower elementary and upper 10 and 80. Okay, no, that isn't the correct option. 10 and 80, right? One is 80 and 80. Option number have 80 and 80. 20 and 30. Here you have 20. Option number 2 is the. Daryl, an employee at Shen's convenience store, looked at the sales of each of its soda products. Use the data in the table to complete the bar graph below. Convenience store beverage sales. Click to set the height of the missing bar. So find the missing one. So click 190 dollars. Then Berners Juice $100. So it is $100 and $90. And then $100 and $50. Here is $100. So option number two is the breakfast in had 25 guests on Monday, 5 guests on Tuesday, 25 guests on Wednesday, 25 guests on Thursday, and 5 guests on Friday, and 20 guests on Saturday. Use this data to complete the bar graph below. Click to set the height of the missing bar graph. 25 guests on Monday, 5 guests on Tuesday. I'm just matching these values. 20 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, 25 guests on Wednesday, 25 guests on Thursday, 5 guests on Friday. That isn't the correct option. Here you have 5 Thursday and uh, 20 guests Saturday. Option number 2 is the correct option. Lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is interrupts. Interpret line graphs. A dry cleaner in Blue Point kept track of how many men and women customers he had each day. So, how many men were customers on Sunday? So, how many men customer on Sunday? So, here is Sunday. The brown color represent the men. So, on the Sunday there are 80 men. The correct option is 80. Let's just start with the test questions. Mr. Melton recorded the amount he spent on gas each month to see if it would be cheaper to take the train to work. How much did Mr. Melton spend on gas in March? Here is March. So on March, the dollars spent on gas are $70. The correct option is option number 2, $70 it is. Okay, the next one is the Springdale Post Office the average wait times for its services. How long was the average wait for a passport photo on Monday? Monday. Passport photo it is. The green color represents the passport photo on Monday it is. And the number of minutes is 45 minutes. The correct option is the correct option is 45 minutes. Option number 2 is the correct option. At the end of each month, Kenneth received a statement showing the balance of his savings account. In which month on the graph was Kenneth's saving account balance the lowest? The lowest. The lowest value is $50, right? And that was on May. So in May, he have the lowest balance. For a science project, students in Mr. Mason's class displayed the amount of rainfall in Hilo, Hawaii on a bar graph, which is the driest month on the graph. So, the driest month is the one in which there is the less rainfall, right? So, that was in June. The correct option is June. During monthly visits on the veterinarian, peanuts weight was recorded, in which month old peanuts reached 20 grams. 20. So 20 kilogram reached on February. The correct option is February. The department recorded how long the school play lasted each year. In which did the school play last exactly 80 minutes? In which year did the school play last exactly 80 minutes? Exactly 80. 15. The correct option is option number 1. That is 2015. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8. Chapter we were working on is data and graph. The lessons we have: interpret tables, interpret bar graphs, create bar graphs. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice